Okay, in this video what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to make your plumbing plan for your house. And here is a completed one for my Habitat for Humanity house. And what you'll see is we have our wire line going in. We're going to have to create a line style for that. It goes into our house near our water heater. And then from there we have our hot and cold water lines distributed to all the plumbing fixtures in our house that use water. And then we have our sewage pipe coming in, and it is distributed to all of our items that are going to use our sewage line as well. Then what you'll notice is we don't have any 90-degree bends on our sewage line, simply because if we ever have to snake out these lines, our snake could get caught up on those 90-degree elbows. And so what we do is we make sure they're 45-degree bends so that the snake could easily get in there and route out in case we have a clog or any issues like that. So let me open up my other plan. So here is my other plan, and what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to come in and I'm going to select my items that we don't want to see. Oh, I'm sorry, the very first thing we need to do is take that plan, duplicate, and let's rename this ground level plumbing, all caps of course. Okay. And then you're just going to come in here and you're going to turn off all the items that don't use water. So the cabinet, for instance, and I would just hide in view elements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and hide all this stuff. I'm going to keep my sink, my dishwasher, my water heater, and my washer and dryer, because obviously those would use water. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I've hidden all my items. If you wanted to see, here's everything that's hidden, my furniture, my components, and all that's left is the things that use water. So the next thing I'm going to do is I have to go in and I have to create these line styles for my hot water and my cold water and also my sewage line. So let's go to the Manage tab, Additional Settings, Line Styles, and let's do a new. Alright, let's call one hot water line. Okay, and we're going to do a weight of 3. Obviously hot water is red. And then for this one we are going to use dash dot dot. So dash dot dot. And we'll use dash dot dot 1/8. And then we'll click off. And let's do a new. Let's do cold water line. And okay. Same thing, we'll do 3. Obviously we'll use blue for cold. And for this one we are going to use dash dot 3/16. So we'll just keep them a little different so that you could clearly see the different colors. And I didn't pick blue. There we go. Alright, so I have blue, and then finally we do another new. We could call this sewer. And okay, we'll do 3 as well. And then this one is just going to be green. And we'll keep it a solid line. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to show where our water comes in at. And what you want to do is your water line is going to come in right by your water heater. So you should have a water heater on your plan somewhere that your house is going to get its hot water from. If you don't have one, you need to put one in now. And so I'm going to just have my water line come in on the side of the house and come right in here for the water line. So I'm going to go to the Annotate tab. And I'm going to switch to my line style to cold water line I just created. I'm going to have a line, and I'm just going to show that the line comes in right here. I'm going to kind of track off of my water heater. And let's just have it connect. Oh, let's try that again. Oh, what's happening is I have my there we go. Make sure that you have your crop region showing it. I was about to have a panic attack there. Alright, and then I'm going to show where my line is distributed. So I'd have cold water going here to my washer. I would also have cold water go into my sink, and my dishwasher would tap into that line. And then I would have it going to my bathroom as well. And this is going to go under the house. These lines would go under the house. So what I could do is just have it come right here to my plumbing wall. And then I'm going to have it just tap right into that line right there. That line would come under, and then I could just, cold water goes on the right. And my toilet we're just going to have right there. And cold water goes on the right. Alright, and I could take this line then and stretch it to there. So I'd have cold water for all my items. Next thing I'm going to do, hot water. So same thing, when I'm in my detail line, I could switch simply to that hot water line I made. And we don't have a hot water line coming in. Remember, your house is just fed the water from the city, and then your hot water heater is going to heat it up. So I could have this one, and I'm going to keep it just a little bit away from my cold water. And this is going to go on my left. So I have it go to my washer. And then, uh-oh, Mr. Tosh, I didn't connect this one to my right. So I need to, alright, so unjoin those elements. Alright, there we go. So I fixed that, so hot water. And let's just connect it to this line. Right there. Alright, and then same business with my hot water is it needs to feed to here. So I'm going to have it just start right about there. And let's tie it into our hot water line. Like so. And then I would add my hot water line. Hot goes on the left. Toilet doesn't have heated water. It'd be nice, I guess. A little nice steam bath going for you. And then let's stretch this line here. Alright. So I have my hot water, my cold water feeding all of my items. Now what I would need to do is have my sewer line come in. And I like to have it come in right by my tub and then kind of feed off my lines. So what I'm going to do is go to my detail line, change to sewer, and let's just have it come into my tub. Oh, wow. So sometimes it's easier to come off of the tub. And then let's have it go at a 45-degree angle. So I would hit my toilet light there. Alright. And then if we could have it go from there over. Now remember, these pipes are underneath your house. So like I said, I'd have a sewage pipe going here. So maybe I'd have a drain right here, would be code. And we'll tie it in at 45 degrees there, and then also have it connect to that line. And then we could pull my sewage line over to my dishwasher. And The last thing we would need to add for our sewage line is just a little clean out right here in the front. And maybe we'd have a text right here. We'll just put clean out. And let's see, we have everything being fed. We have drains for each one of our objects. If we wanted to, we could go into the annotate tab and do some lines and put some circles here just to show our vent going up to our roof. And maybe I would have a line. There we go. Vent for that one, and then let's put another vent. Remember, your vent vents the gases up to the top. There we go. So we show all our vents, and if we really wanted to get fancy, we can also show where the drain is going to go as well. So that is how you do your plumbing plan.